Yeah, we had the same hopes and dreams as any parents, that Samuel would, laugh, run and play sports, play games. We would walk in the house from work, and Samuel would be in his own little world. I mean, he'd stare off at the walls. That was part of his autism. You're like, is this the way our son's gonna be for his whole life?
We knew that something was wrong with Samuel. When the doctors told us autism, my heart sank, but also it gave me hope to know that we finally know what's wrong with him, and we know that we could possibly find a way to help him.
I'll never forget. We just sat in the bed all night and cried the whole night. Just wondered what we're gonna do to help our son.
I just remember when he wouldn't let me hold him, and it was heartbreaking because that's all that I had wanted. I had wanted to rock him to sleep, and he didn't want me to touch him. He didn't want me to hold him. He didn't want me to play with him, and it was like he was locked inside.
He didn't want to be consoled. He wanted to be by himself. As parents, we knew we had to give Samuel a chance.
Within the first month of him starting ABA therapy, I remember he started using his words. He started saying hey and mama and bye, and it was the most amazing words that he could say. Just for him to even be able to communicate anything to me was just an incredible breakthrough for Samuel and for us as a family, because all of a sudden we were able to communicate, and all of a sudden we were able to get inside that little head of his and understand a little bit more about his personality and get to know him.
I remember his first hug when he came home from therapy, and on a Friday, him and Bobbie came home, and he came in the house, and I kneel down and I say, give Daddy a hug, and put my arms around him, and he comes right up and just snuggles up to my chest. That's something that I'll never forget. And a lot of families, they take that for granted. They just, it happens natural for their child. It didn't happen natural for Samuel. It took work, it took therapy, and it made a huge difference.
Every day there's a new thing that he comes home with, a new sound, a new word, and he still has an incredibly long way to go, but he's completely changed, and it's amazing. We still have hope for Samuel, that he'll be able to go to school. He'll be able to interact with his peers at school. That's what Samuel is now. He's a completely different boy. It's truly a miracle. The transformation that Samuel's made over the past year. I never would have thought that, that he would be where he is right now. I mean, it's truly amazing where he is right now.